Hello everyone, this is FairyDust1111, and in this video I will be discussing how you do something really matters. Now, people have heard this phrase before. Usually people mean like how you do something like, okay, make sure that you dot your I's, cross your T's, so therefore you don't have to go back over something and do it again. That you have a positive attitude when you do something, stuff like that, but which is true. And I want to actually go a little deeper than just those reasonings and the reasoning behind those reasons and the reasons I'm going to go over. Okay, so basically, how the way you do something. Now, I'm going to give an example that most people can relate to. You may go into a fast food restaurant. I'm going to use that as a good example because a lot of people have been to fast food restaurants and they can relate to this. You walk up to the counter and you greet the cashier. The cashier has attitude, and then the people in the back got attitude, and they are like, how you have the audacity to come in here and order food to make my paycheck possible. You get on my nerves, da 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 da. That's example A. Example B is when you go into the restaurant, the cashier is cheerful and happy that you are there, and you feel welcomed, you feel at ease, and they greet you and you greet them. And the people that are preparing your food, they seem to be happy to be there and make your food, etc. Your experience is completely different. Now, I give these examples so that I can go into my next point, which is, so when you are doing things, regardless if you mean it or not, you're putting out a certain amount of energy. You're exuding a certain amount of energy, regardless. So if you're going to put out energy anyway, why not put out the best energy, the best you? Meaning, like, even if no one is around, your mind frame matters. Excuse me, it's not so much to appease other people also, as much as it is the energy that you're putting out, because you're creating your next moment. So the previous moment created this moment that you're in now, and this moment now you're creating your next moment. So your thought process and your emotions help manifest the next moment. So if you ticked off, if you are preoccupied with other things like, oh, I got all these bills to do, I got to do this, do that, do this, you're not living in the moment. And that moment is creating your next moment. So if you want your next moment to be better than what this moment is, you need to be in the moment, be present in the moment, be grateful in the moment, and have your antennas up. What I mean by that is that I've done a video about, I don't remember the title of it. I've mentioned this in several different videos about how sometimes we're so busy in our, actually a lot of times we're so busy in our day in and day out lives that the Holy Spirit is trying to give us messages throughout the day, but we're so busy. So therefore, like, our subconscious is collecting all this data throughout the day, all these different signs and synchronicities and stuff. And when we go to sleep, it could be that day, the actual night, or sometimes it could be a accumulation of signs and synchronicities, depending on your where you are and how aligned you are, how often those signs and synchronicities will show up to even your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind communes directly with the Holy Spirit. And so it could be a week from now, from then, it could be a month, it could be that very night. And then those accumulative signs and synchronicities are manifested through your dreams, and those are brought to your conscious mind. So I'm saying that is when you are in the moment, you're able to catch a lot of those signs and synchronicities. So therefore, it doesn't slow down the process. You may still receive, keyword may, still receive those signs and synchronicities through your subconscious, through your dreams, and through how the way that the Holy Spirit can connect them and bring it to the forefront, the conscious mind. But it just slows it down. It slows that energy down, because you could bring and manifest a lot quicker the more on point you are, the more aligned with your higher self, your lower self with your higher self, your higher heart with your lower heart. The more that you are aligned, the quicker that energy can flow straight down to you. So this is what makes it the easy way. When you are in alignment, imagine a straight line just from A to B. that energy is just straight flowing. But imagine if you have with the hard way, which most people take the hard way, and the energy just slows down, like those blessings and those messages just slows down because everything's all tangled up and discombobulated and everything like that. So it slows down that energy. And it slows down. What I mean by that energy is not just, receiving those spiritual gifts, that spiritual insight, but as well those signs and synchronicities, messages, those blessings, so you can manifest things. So the way how we do things. So going back to the mental frame of mind, if you're going to exude that energy anyway, and put out a certain amount of energy anyway, why not set your intentions while you are putting that energy out? That's how you manifest even quicker. Like when you, this has been coming to me for a while, but the Holy Spirit reminded me last night as I was cooking. I was daydreaming or like off somewhere thinking about something else as I was stirring the food. And then it came to me that like, no, you need to set your intentions over this food. I'm actually doing a video about how to activate your food. And activating will help manifest, da 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 da. I'm going to do a video about that. So anyways, so putting that attention in that food. When I'm stirring the food, I got to stir it anyway. Instead of getting upset like, man, I got to sit there and cook this food. I am so tired. Or I got to do this, got to do that. How about I take and live in the moment and manifest in that moment, okay? Manifest the next moment and set the intentions on that food. Because guess what? I'm going to ingest that food. And as well, my children are going to ingest that food as well. So I'm setting the intentions on them, and I'm setting intentions on myself. I'm going to go in detail in that activation of the food video, and this works for anything. You at work, you already got to be at work anyway. So why, like, man, I'm so tired of this job. Because when you act like that, you're that's showing a lack of gratitude. And then you're going to, if it's already getting on your nerves, guess what? Okay, people say the universe, which is a created thing anyway, but the Most High will be like, okay, what's getting on your nerves? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and answer that prayer for you. Because when we are talking, when we're acting, it's prayer anyway. Like, we are constantly in prayer. I'm going to do a video about prayer too, and manifesting and stuff. So the way how we think, we feel, manifesting, that helps us manifest. And that's a continual prayer. We live a prayer. So anyways, so then God will answer your prayer. Be like, okay, well, it's already getting on your nerves, so therefore I'm going to take that job from you. Oh, your kids getting on your nerves? Okay, well, guess what? You got a little bit more. They're getting on your nerves even more. So you manifest in that moment. You be grateful, first of all, in that moment. And then you set your intentions in that moment. You're like, okay, oh, I'm so grateful for my job. I'm grateful that I was able to wake up, go down your long list of things that you're grateful for. It takes you less than a minute of manifestation. And then you set your intentions. You like, okay, well, today I'm going to manifest this. You set that intention and watch how you start to manifest and how things will start to change for you. So you can do things the easy way, which lining yourself up with your higher self and the Holy Spirit, or you can do things the hard way, how most people do it, in which they're always in action, always in conflict within themselves. Believe me, I've been there. And everything we do is a prayer. And it's a setting an intention for the next moment in our life. So if you remember that and be present in the moment, then you will start to manifest even better and sooner and quicker. Okay, I hope this made sense and helped you. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, peace. All right.